Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rob Review. I'm your friend and success, Robert Morris, and I want to talk to you today about how you can steal a $5 million trading strategy ethically and keep it for yourself. What do I mean by that? And how do you know that it's worth that? Well, because I took this right out of the trading plan of a friend of mine, really more of an acquaintance, but I know enough about him that we've talked. And I know that he did $5 million a year, $5 million last year trading the market, trading options. And that sounds like a lot of money. Some of you, it may not sound like a lot of money, actually, because some of you think, $5 million a month. But for a single trader trading his own money, that is crazy lifestyle money, especially when you think none of his income comes from those actual trades. His income comes from a different amount of money over here that he does calls on. So that money funnels into other investments. It's powerful compounding stuff. So what's the difference between a guy that does a $5 million a year portfolio, like growing his money at that rate, versus somebody that might do $10,000 a month or $25,000 a month? Here's the story for you. I know a guy that learned to trade back when credit cards were not so outrageously priced as far as interest. And he would take an advance on a credit card, go and day trade the market with that money. And he would learn, take it to zero, go back to work, pay off the credit card, go back to trading, quit his job, full-time trading, learn, take it to zero. He did that 6 times before he funded his account and paid back the American Express, Capital One, whatever card, and never returned to work. Day trades. That's a great lifestyle, right? Not for me, for him. I don't like day trading. He literally sits in front of a computer, and when he's trading, he doesn't have a bathroom. He will literally, he's got a cup there type of thing. That's the difference between a day trader and the other guy I know. He learned how to trade by just trading focused options. He started out with 1 trade a month of his own money. I don't know how many times he had to fund his account, but every trade taught him something. And over the years, he built from 1 trade a month with real money to 2 trades to 3 trades. Now I think he does about 3 trades a month. All in all, 36 trades a year. And he does $400,000 to $480,000 a year, a month. So that's $5 million a year in stock market profits. So the reality of it is, guys, is what kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want to have a job trading? Because both those guys, statistically speaking, make really good money, and the lifestyles really aren't that much different as far as money is concerned. But to me, they're hugely different as far as how much work they put into their strategy, how much time and computer screen time, which is important to me, they spend, and how much lifestyle they have outside of their trading business. What's the difference? The difference is, 1, the $5 million a year trading strategy is focused around quality over quantity. Now that means that he's not always obviously doing. Actually, most of the time, he is doing nothing. And he's sitting on his hands, letting small moves go by, I call hiccups in the market, that other day traders are popping and popping and popping. But he is waiting for a particular move to set up, and now he misses some trades that he could have profited on. But that's okay, because his average gain per trade, when you average it out over the year, is 200%. That's like Paul Tudor Jones. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's a trader that focused around, I'm only going to trade when I can get a 5-to-1 risk-reward return on my money. Now, that's not me. I'm going to build to that place because my ideal trading strategy is eventually to build to 36 to 40 trades a year, 4 trades a month or less, waiting for big moves to set up, quality over quantity, versus the other trader I know that's more of a day trader does 52 trades a month. That's a trade a day or more. I know traders that do 100 trades a day. That sounds extremely stressful to me. I'd rather be in the $5 million trading strategy pool. The second piece is they do both practice, but one doesn't have as much time as the other does to practice. One practices 10 trades for every 1 trade they do. The other one practices almost 100 trades for every 1 real trade he does. The results speak for themselves. One trades off of smaller chart hiccups. The other one trades off of big chart setups. Now, obviously, those happen less and less and less than the hiccups. But he's able to go into a trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars and not get whipsawed out very quickly. The third piece of this is the formula that one trades versus the other. The other is not looking for options trades that'll pop up $1 or $2. So one is looking at more stocks than the $5 million a year guy is. He trades about 10 stocks, a focused look around 10. He might have 15. I doubt he has more than 12, really. That 12 every year go up on a drawing board of possibly being eliminated. That's his roster. That's what he goes in to the game of the market with. Those are his soldiers to go to war with. And if one gets out of shape, he's got a list of 60 or more stocks waiting in the wings to replace the other one. The other guy that day trades, the 52-month trader, $25,000 a month revenue from his business in the stock market, he's looking at 300 stocks. It's about focused trading, in my opinion. Focused trading gives you lifestyle. Focused trading. And a lot of times, he's even culling down. The $5 million a year man is culling down to get rid of what he calls the okay trades. And he's trying to figure out what are the setups that I need to stop trading to get rid of some of these okay trades and only have my money in excellent setups. And now it's going to be a constant tweak for the rest of his life. You're never going to be able to hit that and be perfect at it. But I'd rather be building a business that eliminates fluff than knowing that my strategy employs for constant fluff. And the preparedness is the same. The amount of work is the same. But the amount of action is not. And the amount of action is the amount of stress that's involved and the amount of money churning that you're putting into the market. I'd rather take less action with more precise, targeted gains. Be that as it may, that's the difference. There's your $5 million a year trading strategy. Focused, quality over quantity. Find setups that everybody that you know thinks is obvious. And trade with the flow of the biggest traders out there. Trade small amount of stocks that really move and practice 100 to 1. Focus your time around preparedness versus taking action. And when you do take action, your confidence will grow because you have a better, more precise attack to the market, and your confidence is everything in trading. I'm your friend of success. Remember, if you can make $1, you can make $1 million more. I'll see you on the next video.
The views and opinions expressed in this program or any other Rob Review program are not to be considered financial advice, and all these strategies have their own inherent risk. If you act on information given in this show, you are doing so at your own financial risk. Map. Productions does not take part in your positive or negative financial results. That is why I recommend you consult your financial advisor before acting on any of these tips. What worked for Robbie may not work for you exactly as shown in the show.